Those of you that believe in one Nigeria, Lugard said you're like a bunch of playing attractive children. He was playing the role of Jesus Christ. Let the children come around me to play. And that is why we're still playing today. But this time around with human lives, very costly. We are playing with the future of children, even those unborn. Anybody calling him or herself a Nigerian is beneath contempt. Does being outside is better than you? Good evening, wonderful people, great Biafrans, wherever you are on this planet. Once again, we are welcoming you to Radio Biafra live transmission from our studios here in London on this day, the 7th day of January in the year of our Lord 2014. With the time now standing at approximately a minute past 6 p.m. here in the UK, a minute past 7 p.m. in Biafra land, wherever you are on this planet, across the entire 24 time zones of the world, we say good morning, we say good afternoon, we say good evening, and we say good night to some of you. Because Radio Biafra, unlike any other, is listened to across every continent on the surface of this earth. My name is Nnamdi Kanu. I happen to be the host and director of Radio Biafra, and by the grace of God, a servant of the wonderful people of Biafra. Therefore, wherever you are, we must say welcome to you. We would also start by reminding you that today is our Tweet Tuesday. Today we have been tweeting. If you have not tweeted, we ask you to comment immediately. All you need to do is to put down the message that you can find on Radio Biafra London on Facebook. Send it out, put it on your timeline with hashtag Biafrans, hashtag Indigenous People of Biafra. We welcome you once again. We remind you that this is your radio station. This is Radio Biafra. You support it, you fund it, it belongs to you. You set the tone, you tell us what to do, and we do it. We are here to effect the will of our people. We are here to do as Biafrans command us to do from all over the world. We have presence in over 70 countries around the world. We have presence in over 100 regions around the world. We are growing day by day. Our listener base is growing. We are the largest broadcaster coming out of Africa. We are the largest broadcaster coming out of Africa. What we run here is a dedicated program towards the restoration of the sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra. That is why we exist. That is why some of us were born. We don't do anything else apart from seek the restoration of Biafra, not just that Biafra may come, but that it may come in truth and in all honesty. That is why we remain incorruptible here. That is why Radio Biafra is incorruptible. That is why everything we do, we keep our hands clean. Everything we do, we offer honor and glory to the Most High Chukwu Abiyama, upon whom we rest all our trust and our belief, upon whom we know that Biafra must come. As long as we remain whiter than white and whiter than snow, there is no way that Biafra will not come. We must remain without fear before our enemies. Our enemies are afraid of us, rather than us being afraid of them. That is why wherever you are, if you say you are a Biafran, if you identify yourself with indigenous people of Biafra, if you worship on this radio station every blessed day, then you must remain without fear before our enemies. We don't entertain fear. Fear is not something that comes into our lexicon. That is why Biafra is going to come. There is no way we are going to retreat. We cannot surrender. It is either we get Biafra or we die getting Biafra. There is no alternative. There is no third way out. There will be no prevarication. There will be no retreat. There will be no negotiations with the Nigerian government. Never, ever, ever are we going to negotiate unless they want us to sign the instruments of statehood, in which case we can talk to them. We do not discuss with Nigerian government. We despise the people that has made life incredibly awful for us. We despise those that have bombed us, those that have been killing us since 1945, those that have rendered us destitute, those that deported us from Lagos, those that are bombing us, those of them who are killing us, cutting out fetuses from the belly of their mothers, those that kill wives and feed their flesh to the husband to eat, those that forcibly convert us to Islam. They are making life unbearable for us. They are making us question the reason why Chukwu Abiyama himself created us. But we are very confident. Our belief is unshakable. Our desire to get Biafra cannot be questioned. They must know this, that we are fanatical about Biafra. We are insane about our country, and we're going to get it. Anything standing on our way will be killed. Anything at all, regardless of who you are, if you stand in our way, you will die. We promise you. That is what is going to happen. This is 2014. 2014 is not 1968. It is not 1969. It is not 1970. The march towards our restoration has begun. Anything on our path, anything that is stupid enough to stand before us will be crushed. We have our numbers all over the world. Our men, our women, our sons, our daughters are determined. They are dedicated to this struggle. We have not come to steal anything from anybody. We have not stolen from anyone. And we're not going to steal from anybody. All we are asking for is to be returned to the way we were before the white man came. We want to go back to the same Biafra land we had. All our freedoms that we had before the white man came and handed us over to Hausa Fulani bigots. Handed us over to the Mohammedan Emirates of the North. People that don't understand what it means to be civilized. We were taken backwards in time. Our civilization was set back nearly 3,000 years to the Stone Age, to the Dark Ages. That is where we have remained up until this day. As the children of the light, we have refused to dwell within darkness. We have decided that Biafra must come, and come it should between now and the end of next year. We will fight, we will negotiate, we will deal with people, those that see reason in our quest. One thing we cannot do is to compromise. We are not Masob. I am not Owazurike. Nothing ever before us is like us. Nothing after us will be like us. We are different. We are different. People never believed that men and women of our type exist. But we are here to tell them that Chukwu Abiyama himself has determined that we should come. And because we came, there's going to be Biafra. You will tell your friends this evening or this morning or this afternoon, depending on where you are in the world, that Radio Biafra is on live transmission. Tell your friends and family to go to YouTube. Biafra Television on YouTube. We are simulcasting on that platform as well. We are on www.radiobiafra.co. If it has crashed where you are, if radiobiafra.co is not coming up where you are, please go to peopleofbiafra.org. Peopleofbiafra.org, all the W's. Peopleofbiafra.org. If you go to indigenous peopleofbiafra.org, you should be able to get us. Please download Radio Biafra app. Download our app, is free. Radio Biafra app is free. If you go to Android Market, if you have an Android phone, go to Android Marketplace, type in Radio Biafra. You will see Radio Biafra app is for free. You can download it. If you go to iTunes, if you are on any of the Apple platforms, if you're on iPad, if you are on any of the smartphones that Apple makes, please, like iPhone and all the rest of them, it could be your laptop, anything at all, please go to iTunes. Search for Radio Biafra. You will see our app. You will download it. It is free, please. Radio Biafra app is free. We are still encouraging people to tweet. If you can't tweet for Biafra, how can you fight for her? If you cannot tweet, something as simple as tweeting, we want you to tweet. We want you to continue to add your friends to Radio Biafra London, which arguably is the largest Facebook group in the world. The largest Facebook group in the world is Radio Biafra. That goes to show that people are no longer afraid to be associated with their own name. Our name is Biafra. That is the name we are going to bear. That is the name that will endure until God himself comes down to earth. Because we are seeking to restore his own kingdom upon this earth. We are not just seeking to build a nation. We are seeking to bring back the kingdom of God, his mercy and his grace upon mankind, by making sure that he is worshipped in truth and all honesty. Because he is the only one true God, not two, not three, not four, only one, Chukwu Abiyama, the creator of the heavens and the earth, upon whom we rest our hope, upon whom we rest our aspirations, upon whom we know that his eternal blessing shall always abide with us, as long as we maintain our course, as long as we are not deflected, as long as we are not distracted, as long as we do not hesitate, as long as we remain without fear before our enemies, as long as our pursuit is honorable, as long as we remain incorruptible. Biafra must come, because the Most High has decreed it, and we have between now and next year to do so, to let the world know that we exist. Every coordinator, wherever you are, you must begin to prepare. This is Radio Biafra live transmission. We are coming to you live and direct from London, from our studios here in London. Wherever you are, you must tell your friends, put it on your BlackBerry, put it on your WhatsApp, use every social media platform you run. You must tell those around you that Radio Biafra is on, and you must get them to listen. Get your friends to listen with you. Inform them. We have millions of listeners all over the world. You must tell them. Very soon our lines will also open. We have paid for the Skype, which I paid for it today. Which MF4 is doing a lot of work. He is doing Omugwa. I don't know if a man does Omugwa. Which MF4 has a very beautiful Biafran son. He's taking care of this boy. And which MF4 also is finding the time to work for his country for 20 hours a day. Those are the people we call Biafrans. Those who are dedicated. Ikechukwu Nyago is also fighting for his country, working for more than 24 hours at a stretch sometimes. I seem to beg him to sleep. These are Biafrans. Barrister Mazi, the same. Rita Niborg is there. Even a friend of Biafra like Aramonda is doing her bit for the country, working exceptionally hard for her country, or for friends that come from the country called Biafra. We also have our dear sister Ngozi Madu, who is working very, very hard. Or is it Chukwu, the former from Australia? We have Biafrans all over the world. Clifford Iranians in the USA. Ekwenche is there. Dr. Justin Akujeze. We also recognize the amazing intellectual contributions of Dr. Innocent Udeni Igbo. Our people are everywhere on this planet, and they are called Biafrans, and they are tuned into Radio Biafra this evening. I am humbled to say that Karamonde is with me. Karamonde has joined me. Very soon, we shall give you the number with which to call us with. You can always add Radio Biafra to your Skype contact list. They are the 2 platforms, sometimes 3. We are on Viber, we are on WhatsApp. Please, you can also get through to us via those platforms as well. We are on Viber, we are on WhatsApp. You can send us messages there too. If you send it to us, if it's interesting, we shall read it. Carol Monday, I shall introduce you to the people of Biafra. They are everywhere on this planet waiting to hear your voice. The same way they are hoping to hear from Barrister Mazi when he is disposed, because he's in a meeting. Barrister Mazi is a barrister and attorney at law here in the UK. He went to a business meeting. He shall be with us later. Please, Carol Monday, our people are waiting. Could you please acknowledge them?
Good evening, blessings worldwide, and as I say every time I'm on broadcast, it's good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to the welcome you do that to the entire world. And there is many blessings all over the world, because unfortunately they've been scattered. They've been scattered through what has happened in Nigeria and the atrocities that have been going on in Biafra. I'm a human rights activist here in London, Carol Monday based in London. I am for the human rights of the indigenous people, especially the indigenous people of Biafra, their right to bear their name, their right to self-determination, and their right to protect their children. It is Twitter Tuesday. Don't forget to Twitter. #Biafra. Let's keep twittering, please. Everybody out there, welcome and good evening.
Thank you very much. Good evening to you as well. We commend you for the work you have done, all your sacrifice, the way you abandoned your family to make sure that you serve the people with an honorable cause. We commend you for that, and Biafrans all over the world are eternally grateful to you for the services you're rendering to the indigenous people of Biafra. In the same vein, we must remember all our coordinators. I must remember Thomas Onyema, who is our coordinator here, our able coordinator here in the United Kingdom. He is working hard for his country. He is a Biafran. Wherever you see Thomas Onyema, you must acknowledge him. He is a Biafran. He is working very hard here in the UK, and assisted, of course, by our dear brother Osita. They are doing marvelous work. They are working very hard to ensure that this very message of Biafra reverberates at home where we come from, in that sceptered land, that land we call Biafra. Blessed, the people that gave humanity democracy. We are the birthplace of democracy. The birthplace of justice, the birthplace of equality, the birthplace of fairness, the birthplace of camaraderie, and the birthplace of justice. That is where we come from, and that is where we want to go back to Biafra land. This is Radio Biafra. We must welcome you once again. If you're joining us for the very first time, if you're a first-time listener, your ears are not deceiving you. This is Radio Biafra live broadcast from London. You are listening to us either via www.radiobiafra.co. You're listening to us via Biafra Television on YouTube, or you're listening to us via peopleofbiafra.org, even indigenous peopleofbiafra.org or Radio Biafra app. We have a free application. You can put it on your phone. You can show your friends. You can play Radio Biafra for them. Go to Android Market and download it. Go to iTunes as well and download Radio Biafra app for free. We believe right now that you have informed all your friends. You've told them about Radio Biafra live transmission on this very day, the 7th day of January, in the year of our Lord 2013. We shall proceed to now bring you the news headline and accompanying news summary. It's quite packed today, you see. We are reporting on this day rather very sadly. As somebody put it on Radio Biafra London on Facebook, Islam has claimed another Igbo son as well. Mohammedan soccer coach Emeka Ezugo has converted to Islam. Our brother or former brother Emeka Ezugo has gone over to Islam. They took us at our word literally, and they are moving in to convert as many people as possible. These are the people going to stop us from getting Biafra. These are the people working with Owasrike that will stop us from getting Biafra. They are the ones working for the agents of darkness, working for Islam, even using the name of Biafra. This man is gone. He's a former Nigerian footballer, and he is a Mohammedan soccer coach. Mohammedan Emirate of the North is the Hausa Fulani people, including the Kanuri people and all those around them. That was the name they were given, the Mohammedan Emirates of the North. That is their name. He has gone over to Islam. We have lost somebody to Islam this very day. Igbo leaders claim they have rejected Okoromu's panel's report on national conference. We shall delve into that. We are also reporting that Yorubas are the originators of lies, deception, tribalism in the politics of the Zoological Republic of Nigeria, the zoo itself, that very place that every manner of animal inhabit. They look human. They even have names. They claim they went to university. The only way you know they're animals is because they don't actually practice what they have read in school. That's the only difference. But that is how you know they're monkeys. That very zoo that inhabits monkeys perambulating, moving about as men and women. Those that brought lies to it are Yoruba people. Yoruba are the problem in the zoo. Their lies have continued for daring to come out of the hiatus to talk about Stella Odua. We shall delve into them this very evening. We dealt with Awolowo yesterday. We are returning to that very subject. The criminal known as Obafemi Awolowo. We are dealing with this very man and all the criminal conspiratorial people that surround the Yoruba media. We are dealing with them this very day. This is Radio Biafra. We are also reporting to the hearing of our listeners all over the world. There has been an explosion in a Rivers High Court. Rivers being Igbo. Igbo, they named it Port Harcourt after the Secretary of State that fancied Lugard's wife. The man was in love with another man, was bewitched by Flora Shaw. That man, they named Igwacha after him. Port Harcourt, this very man, Cecil Harcourt, was the Secretary of State here, responsible for the colonial territories when Lugard was there. There has been an explosion in a court there. More bombs are coming. They are coming. We don't support violence, but we can understand why people would bomb a court. APC House leadership insists that Okonjo-Iweala must answer 50 questions. They are not discussing Lamido Sanusi for giving $1 billion to an Islamic bank in Malaysia. They are not discussing the very fact that no Hausa person has been held responsible for the looting of the national treasury, but they want the women who are working very hard, Biafran women, to answer to them. APC has moved to the House, and we shall be on their trail. Anywhere they go, against Okonjo-Iweala, against Stella Odua, against Jonathan, any of them that move against any Biafran, we go after them. This evening, we shall be looking at APC in very great detail. We are also reporting that someone has written that the amalgamation must be rethought. Malcolm Fabiyi wrote, rethinking the amalgamation. We shall delve into that very briefly, as well as we dealt with this issue of amalgamation until an earthquake happens here very shortly. People will hear about it, and they'll know how serious we are. Passengers stranded in Igbo land over rising fares. They have migrated back. They can't come out again because there is no money. They are stranded. The largest animal movement on the face of the earth is Igbos going back for Christmas. Not even Wildebeest in the Serengeti has the same number of people moving from one place to another. The largest human migration on the face of the earth are nearly 15 million Igbo people traveling back to go and celebrate Christmas. The largest human movement on the face of this planet. Now they are stranded, no money to go back. Sahara Reporters, which are funded by Yoruba people, are saying that Stella Odua did not get MBA. And now they have left her with the bulletproof cars because we stopped them. Now they're saying that Stella Odua did not get her MBA. Today we are going to educate Sahara Reporters about the list of men in the zoo without any formal qualification, but who are senators, former presidents, masquerading, parading with forged certificates. Sahara Reporters should go and investigate those people and leave this woman alone. And today we are going to implicate Sahara Reporters in this very grand conspiracy of Yoruba people because they lost out on a 16 billion naira scam, fraud with the airports. That is why they have moved against her. Today we remind Sahara Reporters that their duty is to be objective in their news coverage. For moving against Stella Odua, we shall move against them as well. This is Radio Biafra. We are here to protect Biafrans anywhere they are on the face of this earth. Hausa Yoruba APC Boko Haram is saying it is their word against ours. APC is not a Muslim party. Of course they're listening to us. Who said they're not listening to us? Today, the national chairman or spokesperson for APC, Lai Mohammed, has said they are not an Islamic party. They listen to us. We are the only ones attacking them that they're an Islamic party. And now the news in detail. Former Nigerian footballer and Mohammedan soccer coach Emeka Ezugo announced that he has embraced Islam after being inspired by the life of Prophet Muhammad. No wonder being inspired by marriage to a 9-year-old. We shall proceed. Emeka went to a Muslim cleric last week along with his Mohammedan manager Amirul Islam, his former teammate Kaiser Hamid. the Zaka party leader, Amir Faisal, and club official Abu Hassan Prince to convert to Islam. The former footballer who represented Nigeria in the 1994 World Cup after playing for the Mohammedan Sporting Club for nearly a decade said he feels honored to be a follower of the great prophet who he thinks is the greatest among all messengers of God. I am always a curious person and studied different religions. When I found the life of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, very inspiring, he joined them. This is what Emeka told New Age, which is a publication on Monday. Emeka, who has now taken a new name, Mustafa Muhammad, claimed that his family has accepted his decision, though they are all members of Roman Catholic Church. I am a grown-up man. I am free to make my own decisions. None of my family members protested the decision, said Emeka. However, he said that the large number of friends he made in Bangladesh is like his family, and they gave him good support in making the decision. He's in Bangladesh. A major crisis of confidence has hit the planned national conference following yesterday's insistence of Igbo leaders on a new constitution. Unless, according to Professor Wabeze's led Igbo group leaders of thought, unless they are persuaded, a credibility crisis is imminent for the conference, which is likely to begin before the end of March. The Igbo leaders of thought, after yesterday's meeting in Enugu, rejected the proposal of the Presidential Advisory Committee led by Senator Femi Okurumu, which recommended the amendment of the Constitution. They are also opposed to the proposed selection of delegates on the basis of senatorial zones or federal constituencies. The Igbo leaders, at the end of their third meeting, also gave an indication that they had initiated an action aimed at reconciling the various factions in the Pan-Igbo group. The meeting was attended by prominent Igbo elders, including Senator Anyimude, President General of Ohaneze Chief Enwe Egariwe, Archbishop Maxwell and Ikwenwa, Dr. Ekwesileze Nwodo, Senator Ofianwale, Dr. Chuokongu, Chief Ben Obumselu, Dr. Dozie Kedife, Mrs. Maria Okwom, Chief Enechi Onyam, Mr. Chris Okoye, Eliot Uko, and Igwe Ajawachukwu, among others. These are the Igbo leaders that attended this very function. I don't know how many of them are in the payroll of Hausa Fulani people. The professor himself, Webeze, lives in Lagos. This is Radio Biafra. The truth must be spoken at all times. In an interview granted to Sahara TV, these same Sahara TV people, these people laundering the dirty image of Yoruba men and women. We reported this news yesterday, and we shall go into it in detail. This man talked about comparing Awolowo to Mandela, somebody who has their brain cells intact, who has their understanding and their reasoning faculties intact, is attempting to compare Awolowo to Mandela. This is what happens when universities are short for a year. They come back and study for 2 weeks, write exams, and graduate. What do you expect? This very man, his name is Odia Ofemun, he was speaking about the world eulogizing over Mandela, about his accomplishments, and in true jealous-riven Yoruba style, has said, why should we be commenting on Mandela's illustrious life when Awolowo could be comparable to him or even surpass him in terms of accomplishments? This is the same Awolowo that presided over, apart from Pol Pot, Hitler, Pol Pot, and Stalin. The next mass killer is Awolowo. Would go on. Awolowo single-handedly a Yoruba man. Yoruba people are responsible for the death of over 1 million Biafran children. That is why if your husband or your wife is Yoruba, you are in very serious trouble. You are living with a killer of your own kind. They are the ones that killed our people. Over 1 million children starved to death by Obafemi Awolowo, a culmination of which led to his suicide. Awolowo killed himself in 1987. He committed suicide because the demons came to pay him a visit. We shall revisit this very issue this evening. The political crisis in Rivers State took a new turn on Monday as two high court divisions in Ahoda East and Okehi in Eche local government area were hit by bomb explosions and fire respectively. The two incidents are coming on the heels of a similar explosion that occurred at the premises of the Ahoda High Court under Justice Charles Wale on December 18, 2013. In Ahoda, eyewitnesses said the impact of the explosion, which occurred at about 2 a.m. on Monday, destroyed the office of the Nigerian Bar Association within the court complex. The Ahoda High Court was expected to hear arguments on the vacation of an order restraining a member of the State House of Assembly, Mr. Evan Bipi, from parading himself as the Speaker of the Assembly. Sources said the court register had noticed two strange objects when he resumed duty at about 8 a.m. and alerted the police. The All Progressives Congress APC-controlled House of Representatives has set stiff hurdles for the passage of the 2014 federal government budget, including a comprehensive answer to the 50 questions on the economy presented to the Minister of Finance, Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. Elements in the emerging new leadership of the House, who disclosed this yesterday, also said that the 2014 budget must be scrutinized to ensure it meets the felt needs of Nigerians. The lawmakers who spoke ahead of next week's resumption of the House of Representatives ruled out early passage of the 4.6 trillion budget presented to the House by Okonjo-Iweala last December. The occasion of the 100th anniversary of Frederick Lugard's amalgamation of the Northern and Southern Protectorates of Nigeria has reopened discussions about whether that action was a monumental error, one which has led to the entrapment within the same country of ethnicities that would otherwise never have been in union with one another. There is no question that the amalgamation of 1914 was intended to benefit the British. Its goal was solely to reduce colonial administration costs by consolidating the two civil service operations of the Northern and Southern Protectorates into one. Frederick Lugard, the Scottish man, the architect of the amalgamation, was an unapologetic advocate of colonial grandeur and a fervent believer in British imperialism. In other words, everything in Africa is like dirt. That is the meaning of British imperialism, that the white people are superior to black monkeys from Africa. Frederick Lugard was a believer in it. That is why I refer to people from Nigeria as monkeys. That is why Nigeria is a zoo, because Lugard himself is an arch-imperialist. They believe in the supremacy of the white race over the black race. So if you believe in Nigeria, indeed you are a monkey for certain, because a man that believed you are a monkey created you. He made you Nigeria, not God. We must continue. I will repeat. Frederick Lugard, the architect of the amalgamation, was an unapologetic advocate of colonial grandeur and a fervent believer in British imperialism. Lugard served as a colonial administrator in Nigeria, Hong Kong, and Uganda, spreading his imperialist ideas and dutifully serving his king wherever he went. Like most of the colonial actors of that period, Lugard was insultingly paternalistic. In his book, The Dual Mandate in British Tropical Africa, Lugard likened the virtues and defects of this race type Africans to those of attractive children. That was how he regarded all of you. Those of you that believe in one Nigeria. Lugard said you're like a bunch of playing attractive children. He was playing the role of Jesus Christ. Let the children come around me to play. And that is why we're still playing today. But this time around with human lives. Very costly. We are playing with the future of children, even those unborn. Anybody calling him or herself a Nigerian is beneath contempt. Thus, being outside is better than you. You are not a human being and you do not deserve any respect. Because the man that created you, the man that made you, said you are like a bunch of children. You are monkeys. He's an imperialist. He is a racist. He believed that white people are superior to black people. That is why you have that useless name, nigger area. An area full of niggers, full of people who cannot reason. That is why you're Nigeria, why you don't have any light, why you don't have any good roads, why your education system is crumbling, why you gave us Omadiko. That is why you produce the likes of Awolowo. That is why you have the likes of Buhari. You have them Dangote. Feudalism merging with monarchy, merging with republicanism. That is why you cannot move forward until the day you die and they bury you, because your life is useless, because you're a Nigerian. Passengers going back to their various working places from the eastern part of the zoo. We are stranded in different loading parks in southeast states following a sharp increase in transportation fares. It is called demand and supply. If you go home in large numbers, the only way to regulate those going will be to hike up the fares. It is pure economics, demand and supply. You are going back to where they're going to kill you, where you will be deported from where you will go as a human being, you come back as in a coffin. That is why this yearly migration, claiming that celebrating Christmas is nonsensical, foolish, and useless. The largest migration of humanity, the only people that does what Igbo people do annually, are wild animals. Penguins, wildebeest on the plains of Serengeti, and birds, shekeleke. When it is Hamatan in the north, they fly away and come down to far more warmer climes. That is the way we are behaving, like a bunch of marauding animals who cannot reason. 15 million people traveling to Igbo land and coming out because of Christmas. Something you know little or nothing about. Of course, the fares will be high. What do you expect? It is called demand and supply. Stella Odua is the Nigeria's Minister of Aviation. Sahara Reporters, funded by Yoruba men, those that lost out, because we are not going to read this news, we'll tell you what is behind it. Stella Odua is the aviation minister. Stella Odua said no to Yoruba fraud. Yoruba people connived to defraud Nigeria to the tune of 16 billion naira, because the issue of the refurbishment of the airports in the zoo came up for discussion, and Yorubas hijacked it. They said they know people that can do the job, and they were asked to submit their bill. Yoruba men connived, gang up together, and submitted a bill of 16 billion naira. Stella Odua, rightfully so, asked another consultancy firm to go and tell her, find out, make discoveries, investigations, and report to her as to the true cost of the refurbishment. They came back with 600 million, that they can use 600 million to refurbish the airports.